Okay, welcome back to another cooking episode with Mr. Dan here. So today we're going to be making something a little special that Miss Penny wanted. She wants to have turkey meatballs with some zoodles. We're going to make that separate, but we're just going to give you the recipe for the meatballs, how we make them. They're 0 points, of course. Weight Watcher friendly, of course. So I'm going to show you what we do. Keep it all together, and they look pretty good. They taste good too. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, here's my skillet I'll be using. It's a number 6. Vintage Wagnerware Sydney O. They don't make those anymore. Okay, so that's one. Those last your lifetime, you take care of them. I got that cleaned up pretty good. Here's the star of the show. Fresh ground turkey, 99% fat free, 0 points. This one came from Aldi's. That's become my favorite little food playground over there. And, you buy the same, try to get a 0 point turkey. I think it's Jenny O or something like that. But anyway, buying it from Publix, it's like $7.99 a pound. This was like $3.99 a pound. So there's a nice difference. Okay, so then I got my salt and pepper mix. Now these spices, I'm going to call you later. They're over here. But this here is a can of 0 points, crushed tomato, nothing added to it. Walmart brand, 87 cents. And I have a little bit left here from the other one. Mozzarella cheese, shredded. We're going to use about a 1/4 cup of that. And this one here, I have my Mount Olive diced jalapeno. Here I have finely chopped up onions. As you can see, I chopped them as little as I could without taking my fingertips off. Here I have onion powder, garlic powder, and pizza seasoning. All 3 of those is 1 tablespoon apiece. Teaspoon here of thyme. Back there hiding is an egg. We're going to do it in this here bowl. Going to save me from washing the dish, and I got my portion scoop. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to wash one less dish today, but my saying that I always tell you guys, I always like beating up my egg before I mix it in anything. See? I know it's weird. Most everybody else on the whole planet just dumps an egg in and mixes it. I have to mix the egg and then put it in the food. It's just something I do. Anyway, so let me just mix this up pretty quick. Just a light little bring it together kind of deal. That's good enough. Okay, so this is all just going to be like one massive drop in the pot here. So here we got turkey going down here. All right, put that in there gently. I don't want to splash nothing. Then we're going to add the onion powder. I know it seems like a lot, but for turkey, it has no flavor, so it's this is garlic powder. We're just trying to keep everything. Also, I'm using this as dry ingredients to help keep it together, to bind it. Here we have pizza seasoning. Penny loves this stuff, I'll tell you. And here we have a little bit of thyme, teaspoon, going down. Okay, here we got some jalapeno, diced up. I love that. That's just for flavor. I know you guys might think it's hot, but it's not hot. I say that every time I use them. But anyway, here we got some onion, Justin Wilson style. He was a good old guy. I used to like watching him. Woohoo! Whatever he used to do. Oh, hot doggy, that hot. Making all his Cajun recipes down there in Louisiana, the bayou. Okay, so let me get another spoon here. We're going to put about a tablespoon of the sauce, and that again it helps with the flavor, and hopefully everything will go together really good. Okay, so I got everything except for my cheese, which I'm going to mix this up first, and I'll add the cheese afterwards. Okay, so we're just going to use your hand, mix everything together really nice. That's simple, quick, and easy. The best mixing tool you got in your hand, huh? And then after we mix all this together, we're just going to set it off to the side in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes, let everything meld together so you'd be able to work with it. Right now, see, you can see it's a little wet. Trust me, just leave this thing sit a couple minutes. Everything will be all stuck together, huh? I got to get my measuring scoop for my 1/4 cup of cheese. So let me get that right quick while this is sitting waiting. I'll rinse my hand off. Be right back. Okay, so what I also did, I forgot I put a little Worcestershire sauce in there, maybe not even a teaspoon. And you'll see I got a little bit of cheese in there. That's because I measured out my cheese here. It's 1/4 cup. That's going in there. And we're going to mix that up. And it's just, all that's going to help keep it, help it stay together. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can tell the difference already, but it's already like getting nice and happy in the bowl. Put it that way, huh? Okay, I'm going to go let this sit for a few minutes, and then we'll be back. But see how it's already starting to pretty much solidify. Just let that sit a few in the refrigerator. Keep it cold. It'll be good. Let me do this, and we'll be right back. Okay, been about 10 minutes here. Pretty well firm, nice and chilly. Now let me do a little splash of salt and pepper here now. Just a little pinch, like between your cheek and gum. I'll mix that with my hand. Again, going in for the big count here. Now you see how this is all staying together? Now, the reason for the tomato sauce is two things. It gives it a little bit more color, but a little flavor. But mainly I'm trying to get a little bit of moisture to stay in the meat, you know what I mean? So that's also for the onion and the pepper. So now what I'm going to do, my pot is just about there. So what you do is just take a little bit of water. That you say is a hot pan, right? As long as you don't have it, the water, it's too hot when you drop water and it just chases itself around the pan. Okay, so that being said, now you can also cook these in the oven. I'm doing it in the pan because I kind of like that idea today. Because you can make them, put them in the oven. They'll cook up just fine. Put it 350. Take them probably 25-30 minutes. But I'm going to do it here in the grill. On the cast iron skillet. So what I'm going to do, take a little portion scoop like so. Penny doesn't want them too big, so I'm going to try to get them all about the same. Just make them little like that. Get a little ball in there. Roll it around. You guys know the drill. Come on. Alright, so I'll put one down, huh? Make another one. Alright, there's two. I'm going to continue rolling these. Getting them on a dish while these other ones are cooking. But see how it's holding together nice. So the turkey's nice and moist. It's staying kind of where I'm putting it. So that's what we want. Portion scoops are good too, because that way you're getting even. It's good because it helps cook wise. I mean, you're getting about an even amount, so they should all cook about the same time. Anyway, let me finish rolling these, and we'll be back momentarily. Momentito. Okay, so we're back over here by the stove. By the pot. So one thing you can do to see if they're ready to move, give it a little shake like that. See? And when they come up off the pan, that's pretty good. You can flip them. So, because you don't want to flip them too soon, because then they'll stick. You want to make sure that they're cooking. These are cooking, that's for sure. Excuse God on me on that one. Okay, let me finish rolling these and we'll be back. I'm going to lower this just a tad bit. Okay, these have been cooking approximately 8 minutes, maybe 9. They're pretty much done. Just checked them with the thermometer. Between 159 and 161, so they're going to have some carryover cooking. I don't want to dry them out totally. But out of this batch, I'm going to get probably 18 meatballs. That's out of a pound. Now you realize, like some of these stores you sell you these meatball sandwiches, there's 3 to 4 meatballs, and they're anywhere from $3.99 to $5.99 a sandwich, right? $6.99. How much profit are they making? You know what I'm saying? That's the way you do it at home. And you know what's in there, so you're all good. So I'm going to put in some more meatballs, and then I think we'll be back when those are all done. And you guys can sit down with me at the taste test table and see how you like them. Oh, I know they're going to be good, trust me. We've had something very similar to these size. Got a little bigger. I think that's why the little woman of the house there, the head roosterette, said make them small. So that's what we did, made them small. All right, we'll be back, folks. Oh yeah, I didn't know if I told you guys or not, but I didn't do it with this one. Well, my grandma gave me a good thing when I was a kid growing up, to teach me how to cook. But anytime you work with like meat, like ground beef, turkey, pork, whatever, chicken, you're making meatballs or whatever, and once the meat starts getting a little warm, it starts getting a little tacky, sticks to your hands. What you do is you just wet your fingers, a little bit of water, keep rolling. Then one time I said, well, let me try the spaghetti sauce. I rolled the meatballs in that. Boy, that came out really good. I should have tried that today. I wasn't thinking. But that's a little tidbit for you if you know you do decide to do something, or you're making meatballs by yourself later on. You find yourself getting a little tacky while you're rolling. Just put a couple drops. Keep a little container of water right there where you're working. Dip your fingers in there and just roll away, and it doesn't stick anymore. Well, it won't stick for a little bit anyway. All right, let me finish these and we'll be back. Okay, there you have it. 18 turkey meatballs. All of them right now, about 162, 163, somewhere, but they're still cooking off a little bit. We'll meet you at the taste test table. Okay, here we are, Mr. Dan and Mr. Elmo and Camera Girl at the taste test table. These little nuggets came out so nice. I just gotta tell you, look at, see the cheese stringing in there? Look at the cheese. Can you see the cheese? Yeah, baby. Now, can you imagine if you roll these in some tomato sauce and cooked them? Penny made a good choice. That's going to go very good with some, I have some zoodles and some leftover broccoli from last night. Oh yeah, we're going to have a delicious dinner. But as you can see, the meatballs really were not hard to make at all. The amount of cheese I put in, I like a little bit of cheese in there. And they're nice and moist. See when you squeeze it, you see a little bit of juice coming out of there? Anyway, by the way, people, I feel sorry for y'all. I'm going to tell you again. Penny and I are sitting in 80-degree weather today. It took long enough, but it's hot. Okay, so without further ado, let me get to this. Got to clean up a bigger mess. This is Mr. Dan saying, when you're out and about, cover up, protect yourself as well as others. Wash your hands, wash your hands. When you're out and about, get you some of the sanitizing spray or the gel. Wash it into your hands before you take off driving. When you get home, wash your hands again. Don't talk with your mouth full unless it's a delicious, nice little morsel just like this. That way you can tell all your friends while you're eating it. They'll believe you, see? Okay, next thing you want to do is give us a like, share with your friends. If you have not yet done so, please subscribe. And when you do, a little notification bell will pop up. You hit that. That'll tell you each time we come up with a new video, so you guys don't gotta go looking. And also, there's a little arrow down button right below the video box there on the right, top right-hand corner. or lower right hand corner after the video box. You hit that, a drop down thing will come down. It gives you an additional description of what we did. It'll give you the recipe, the ingredients, how to cook it. Also there you'll find directions how to get the link to my Facebook Cooking with Mr. Dan page, and also my daughter's page that helped her with a little artwork. So until next time, my friends, stay hungry. And when you are, come back and we will give you another delicious recipe just like this. This is Mr. Dan saying have a nice warm day, like me. All right, we're out.